Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And today we want to jump back into the Clan War League against Team India. But before we're taking a look at that match, we want to jump into the first match, because I did not show you the result the last time around when I showed you my attacks. We won that barely. Those were all of the results. Strike back with an incredible result already in the beginning, and now we're getting into the second day of the week, and we have to face off against Team India. If you might not know them, they are one of those top push clans out there, so we can expect a lot of legend bases today, which is typically, well, one thing for my Queen Charge Dragon Riders, because most of the time I attack this base already at some point. So what we're going to do, jumping into the first base, jumping into the first planning phase, and take a look at those bases of Team India. This is the first base, and yep, as I said, I know this base. This is one of those alternate bases. I don't know if, I guess Yo-Yo built it, but I don't know. I'm not 100% guaranteed sure. One of the alternate guys for sure. Typically the natal behind the town hall, and something which you can do on this base is charge into the core of this base. Make sure that the queen is walking all the way, and then doing like a delayed king for the eagle. If you took out all of this, you can then send in the dragon riders from the other side of the base, which sounds kind of risky. It is kind of risky, to be honest, but typically this works because you have the dragon rider entry on one side and the town hall on the other. But hey, this should typically work, and I think since we did this already so many times, I think even a couple of videos, I want to see if we can just make it again in this one. It would be super important to get like an early 3-star in, or like a follow-up 3-star, because we already have one. But that would be important. So let's get into it. Let's get into the attack. We are ready. Typically, and that's something which I'm really afraid of, typically the wizard towers and like the warden and the king are swapped. So typically we have those wizard towers inside the, or deeper inside the core, and the king further on the outside, which is better for my queen because she engages that king quite early. This time around though, we have the king further inside, but we will just keep trying with that and hope for the best. Funnel already on every single side. There's the tester farm, which is typically there, no problem whatsoever. And then we just charge inside the compartment as soon as the air defense is gone. There are the healers now in there as well. There's the first wall break, getting that wall open, so we can make sure that our queen is getting all the way into the core. The important thing is, and this is what I did wrong in most of the cases earlier, is we have to delay those wall breaks, or like place them really carefully, because sometimes they're going for this wizard tower compartment, I want to say, which is like the eagle. Even if the king already opened up the compartment, they're still sometimes going there. So we have to wait for the wizard tower to go down, which he just did. And then we're just sending in the next wall break. That's how it is. We want to get into that core, make sure our queen can reach everything pretty much in this base. This is the key thing. So far it looks great. Defending queen should be taken down as well. I say party queen bigger than the snake queen skin. Easy as that, right? There's the next wall break, opening up everything, poisoning up, freezing everything, making sure my queen is staying alive. And now the slammer for the air defense to tank that. Dragon riders in behind. Everything so far is looking good. Everything just behind. And then obviously those headhunters as well for the defending royal champion to take that out. My king is still tanking, which is awesome for us. Warden ability to protect those headhunters. Apparently, I think they were running onto a spring trap or something. Like I said, those guys are really good pushers, and they know which entries are like common on those bases. And yeah, maybe they had a couple of spring traps against exactly those headhunters. Either way, our troops are still pushing strong. Our queen is taking down the core, which is awesome. When at this point, this is the cool thing about this attack strategy. We have so many freezes for the back end. Just keep everything frozen. And this is looking really good with having 1 minute left on this first base. And this should be our first 3-star on this setup, which is awesome for us, obviously. Making sure we have somehow some sort of a lead in this matchup. But yeah, we did it. It was a risky attempt, to be honest. Like, obviously, with like going in from the opposite side of the town hall, it's always risky, especially in those clan wars. Legends is like, yeah, 1-star sucks, but at the same time, it's just like one legendary, right? So it's not too bad. But in the Clan War League, you don't want to get those 1-stars in. So this is the important thing. 20 seconds to spare, and this is the first 3-star for us on the board. Getting it done against this old alternate base, which is kind of nice. So now let's get into the next base, or let's get into the next planning phase, because we have 2 more attacks to go, 2 more plans to make. Let's get in there. So far, we are 2 out of 2 clan-wise, and this one is going to be the next base. yeah, it's going to be the next base, and this one actually is one of those MCS bases used in the ESL Mobile Open, I believe it was. So let's see if we can make that work with like some classic Queen Charge Dragon Rider. I already told you this video is going to be a little bit more Queen Charge Dragon Rider heavy, just because I have to use what I'm best at, right? So at the moment, Queen Charge Dragon Riders, I'm doing it everywhere typically. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do with the legend approach, which typically is walking around the tunnel compartment. I never charge the tunnel. Like, it's, in my opinion, way too risky. Like, charging the tunnel compartment and you're running into the tunnel poison, it is done. Like, you're done whatsoever. So what we're going to do is we're charging around the tunnel, wall breaking into the air defense compartment, wall breaking into the scatter shots. My queen can basically walk all around, and then the dragon rides from the right side, and everything is going to finish off at the bottom side of this base, roundabout where the king is. That's the plan. It sounds pretty simple. I hope it is pretty simple because, well, you never know how your queen is going to do, or like whatever your queen is going to do. But let's get into it. Just making sure we have everything set. We want to use the Slammer, obviously. We want to use the Air Warden. Everything is good to go. So let's get started with the attack. And get ready with the funnel and everything. Okay, there is the one loon, making sure the funnel is set. There's already the sneaky goblins, making sure the funnel on the other side is set. And then we can get started with our queen charge. So far I'm delaying those healers, because if I delay the healers just a little bit, it's less likely sorry, that they're getting targeted by the air defense, maybe if I delay it a little bit. So now the healers in, which means they should be out of the range of the air defense at any given point. There's the tester farm though, which might be a bit annoying. The wall break, I wanted to wall break a bit more towards the air defense, because now my queen might skip this air defense. Yep, it actually skips it. So we need to freeze it. And yet again, we have the party queen bigger than the snake skin. There it is. There's the proof. No, I'm just kidding. There's the next wall break to get my queen into the scatter compartment. As soon as she cleared all of this, there's the super minion clan castle coming out. I used the freeze this time around. Like, you always have to be careful with what you're freezing and what you're using your ability for, pretty much. Because with 3 super minions coming out of the clan castle, you want to poison them. If there's like 2 super minions and then like a ton of archers, you want to poison the archers and everything. Right now, something super bad is happening. I have to like panic at the moment, because the eagle, like the scatter shot, is actually targeting my healers. My queen did not go as planned, and right now the plan is complete. Yeah, flipped around. Like, the plan is not existing anymore, pretty much. So we have to completely improvise, do something different. And we're just sending in the Dragon Riders on the flank of the tunnel, keeping the queen alive. This is the key thing. If we can keep our queen alive, I think it's still looking good, because she can take down the entirety of the right side if she's getting through those walls with the rage and everything. The Warden ability now, as everything is getting to the core, and we're tanking a couple of black mines, which is great. Already 2 black mines are tanked. Need to make sure what is happening around my queen. We still have that one wall break, but the Dragon Riders are going strong as well. This is looking really good still for us. Even though the attack is super messy. Already clean up. We have 50 seconds left to make this attack work. Royal Champ ability to take down the air defense. Queen is still going, but the back and scatter shot is now getting in our way. This is not the best thing, obviously. Wall break, I still have no idea where to wall break. Maybe wall break our king into the next compartment. This might be an option. That's exactly what I'm going to do, so the king has access to the outside and to the next compartment. And we somehow did it. This plan was completely improvised. It was planned to go completely different, which it did not at the end of the day. But still, this base, I think it's super common as well right now. A lot of people copied it. But hey, this is how you can beat it. At least in a messy way, I want to say. Either way, a 3-star is a 3-star. This is everything what counts for us at this point. Let's keep going. We're 2 out of 2 for now with our attacks. 3 out of 3 as a clan right now. So let's get into the next base and hope we can repeat that process yet again. This time around onto the number 2, which is one of the Bernal accounts. At least he's pushing it. I don't know. So let's take a look at that. And, well, it's my base. I feel honored, but, I mean, come on. I have this base, obviously, as FC. And I know how people attack me in Legends when I use this base. So what typically works with Queen Charge Dragon Riders, because as I said, this video is going to be all about Queen Charge Dragon Riders. I'm sorry, but to be honest, against a clan like this, we have to try hard, right? So that's how it is. So the Queen Charge is something like this. This is the pathing which you want to get. Obviously now it's all about getting the queen following that path. That is now the challenge pretty much. But as soon as the queen is inside this compartment, she can reach everything. And as soon as you're investing all of the spells needed for her, which is a lot of rages and whatsoever, she's going to take down the majority of the base, and the Dragon Riders only have to do the cleanup purposes. The next thing which is important about this is the majority of the traps are surrounding are inside the core, which is, with this Dragon Rider pathing, we're dodging most of them. And I guess he pretty much copied the traps as well. So this is what we want to accomplish. Let's see if we can somehow make that work. Getting in yet again. This time around, I'm going to queen charge from the top side. To be honest, the main reason is because at the bottom side, there's only one storage and one collector, which we can easily take down. At the top side, there would have been 2 storages. But to be honest, at this point, it does not matter where you're charging in. The next thing is going to be that we're just, letting our queen walk and letting our queen do her thing. Hopefully going for the top side. This would be awesome. That's exactly what she is doing. And then we're going to wall break as soon as she's deciding where she wants to go. There's the Coco Loon, not Coco wall breaker. And now, as the queen is getting in there, another rage to keep her alive versus the defending queen. And then at some point, there's going to be the next wall break to get the queen, where she is needed to go. And there's the next wall break. The Hound is coming out as well. We take down the clan castle outside of the range of the single firm tower, which is key right now. And as the Hound is exploding, we're going to, funnel the top side, because the queen is supposed to walk into the tunnel compartment. This is the key thing. If she's not doing that, this might be a huge fail. Alright, now using the king to funnel, using the Royal Champion to push the queen back inside. They're only defensive building, which means the Royal Champion is creating the perfect pathing right there. There is the freeze for the first single firm tower. The queen is following the right angle. There's the Cocoon, really nice, and there is the Dragon Riders. The Royal Champion, everything is now grouping up at this top side. We need to make the queen invisible because she's getting targeted by 2 single firm towers, which is not an easy thing for a queen to handle. At this point, everything is still looking good for our Dragon Riders. Queen is going strong. It should target the tunnel hopefully soon, as the 50% mark is getting approached. There's the freeze as well for the queen, or for the town hall actually, for the healers. And those Dragon Riders are still going strong. The core firm tower is going down, which means the queen is not having too much to worry about anymore. And guys, this is how you can completely wreck my base, unfortunately, but still, I hope it defended good, or it's still defending good for you guys in Legends. And a couple of cleanup troops for the backhand, but that's pretty much it. We're done. 3 out of 3 for us today. A really good day, obviously. And I think, that's it. At this point, we can't mess those things up. 50 more seconds to go. Last freeze for the air defense, and that's it. This base is done. I don't know who is, uploading bases like this. This base is pretty trash. I'm kidding. Either way, that's the second day for us. Obviously, I will show you guys the results in the next video for the Clan War League, how our Clan War League is looking like. But it was an impressive match against Team India, I want to already say that. We're 4 of 4 so far, which is pretty good for us. They're 2 out of 6, but at the same time, there are a ton of attacks still to go for. So let's see how that's going to finish up, or wrap up. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, where the result is going to be as well. Thank you so much. See ya, and bye-bye.